Cool beans.
If you wear pants.
So we're working on guard stuff. We're going to continue working on the guard for the next few weeks, similar to what we were doing with side control previously. So today specifically the hip bump sweep / kimura from the bottom, taking advantage of the momentum somebody uses when they're trying to posture up, or if you're meeting them and taking over. So we'll just work the basics of the hip bump sweep and kind of mechanics around that, and also setting up the kimura from there. And then, you know, if you have any questions, we can always dive into whatever. Cool. All right. Smile real quick. All right, cool beans. Go ahead and just find a space on your mat. We're gonna just do individual warm-ups. So go ahead and go grounded, and let's start by rotating the legs, keeping your head off the mat. At your own pace, you can change directions at your own pace. Alright, let's do some bridges. Either that's a stretch, or we'll do a little bit of cardio. I always recommend trying to keep your feet as close to your butt as you can. You generate as much pressure. You can also relocate your feet. So add in the step overs and you go into turtle. You should just be in like a 90-degree vertical
I'll get this big black thing.
I'll just block it everything.
Nobody wants to see your big fat head.
It's not true.
Alright, back to your back. Hands under the butt and hips.
Yes.
Flutters.
Flutter kicks. Keep your head off the mat.
Butterfly and Jason.
Alright. Pull the bellies. Go ahead and lift your rockers up to the you're doing a takedown. You sitting and grabbing the leg as you come up to a wrestle up. Watch where you're case you need the momentum, you can flatten that. You can get a little more. And if you try to practice it with both sides, you're going to be able to do this with your head for both ways. If you need to do the thing,
I don't need to do that. I should have to do that.
you're going to do this. Okay. I'm good. What more? Cool. Last one we're just going to do triangles. So we're going to do the three different levels of triangles. First set is super easy. Just leg comes out, pivot, touch your knee to your heel to your knee, back up, and you straighten out. Leg goes up, so the leg that goes up, that's the side you're turning. Touch the knee, come back down. So back on face. The pivot is the important part of this for actually finishing correctly. Alright, second step is when we rock back, when we shoot our hips to the sky, we're just going to touch our knee to the heel. So you can do it from rocking, so you use momentum, keep them up and touch, or for more of a workout, you do it flat back. You're trying to get your hips off the ground. See how Charlie and Duke are doing it? You want to make sure that you're not just coming here and touching, here and touching. You want to go up almost to your shoulders. As much as you can. So if you can shoot your hips up, yeah, perfect. Perfect, nice. Yeah, if you need to use momentum, you can. So if it is a little bit too much of a forward thing, you can just rock back, come up, and then pull back. Rock back. But ultimately, you want to do it just shoot up and touch. So, last one is actually locking it up, and locking it and bringing it all the way to the ground. So, from your back, shooting it up, hitting the triangle, and then coming all the way down with the triangle. Up, coming down. And I like to turn my body with this one. So that I'm going kind of towards the leg that's locking under. That's the same one that we did earlier like this. That's the one I come under. So we want to still kind of turn that way. So I'm going up. Kind of turn that way. Alright? And then same thing, if it's too much core shooting your body up, you can do the rockets. Rocking, and all the way down. Rock, all the way down. And you're trying to get your foot, the one foot flat. Back and side. Flat. Okay. Alright, actually you're gonna put you in the guard. Alright, so like I mentioned earlier, we're working full guard. Objective of my opponent in this type of position for guard specifically is he's trying to keep his posture, he's keeping his arms on the inside and he can control my hips. So like this is a really good spot for him. It's hard for me, especially if he's controlling my hips. I can't come up if I'm holding down like really weight here. This is a really difficult thing. I'm not gonna be able to get my body up if my hips are hitting the ground. So with him wanting to posture up, I want to ultimately bring his posture down for whatever happens. Not necessarily what we're working on today, but just in general. So you have a lot of different versions of this. You can grab the knee and pull it across, and start bringing it down. You can start pulling on the lapels, and same thing, start breaking down. If there's no knee in general, you can always swing it down. You can start trying to break it down, get hooks. So I want to have my guy down, right? close to me. So even if his hands are on the inside, and let's say I won that fight and I got him really close down, but then he starts to build back up. So, and then I can actually stay connected to him at this point. And this is a lot more work for him than it is for me, is to keep that posture down. So the hip bump sweep that we're going to be working on, I want to show you two different ways of catching it, kind of depending on what my opponent's doing. So in this scenario, this is a real basic thing. So he has his hands on my hips. So this works gi or no gi. And this setup, this is like a real basic setup. It's not super successful depending on how you're going against people, but you can do the same thing where you come under, swim, and now I have his wrist. And then I choose which side I want to go to, right? So I disengage my guard, but I don't just drop I'm not just dropping my guard all over the ground. I'm disconnecting my feet, but I'm still staying connected with him body-wise, right? So I'm still keeping my knees kind of close, so it's not just me losing this whole position, right? So swim under, I got this position, I disengage the guard, and that's when I'm going to start coming up to one side. So since you guys are all on that side, I'm going to do this side. I come up, and I need to get my head above his head. My hips above his hips. If I just try to execute from here and I'm pulling on my elbow, I could get this if I really like strong and powerful. But if he bases his weight at all, I'm not going to be able to just get this momentum to go. I need to build up all the way to my hand, and now I need to hit him with my hip. So I need to extend, get up to my hip, and I'm going this way. This arm, I don't overhook all the way, like I'm going for a kimura. I'm just cupping the back of his arm and I'm hugging it to my body. When I turn my body, his arm comes with me, and so when I do the hips and I pull his arm, he's gonna go over, right? So come up, and now you're gonna really talk about that on this in my back. So he's got his hands face on me, under, here, I come up, I face up, and then I keep up. Hip bump sweep. Super basic sweep. A lot of people know this sweep, so they see it coming. So a lot of it is based off the timing of it. So one more time. Yeah. So boom, we're here. I'm coming up, and I'm trying to connect my chest to his shoulder, right? So I'm up, and now we're connected. I'm pulling it into me, and I start getting my face. And then also, I'm not just like losing around here. I'm connected. I want to make sure that I feel like push me off for the reason. I love the So I know that I think everybody here probably already knows this. Just practice this a few times, getting the mechanic of it. Remember, this really only works when my guy is kind of back, right? Like if he's really crowding me forward and he's being, whatever, and even like get all the elements that I need. Yeah, so here I'm higher than him, but he's still pushing into me. Like you're really heavy here. This is not the spot to be doing this, right? I need him to be kind of back a little bit, so then I can. So the next one we'll do after this is when they're pushing into you and like staying real close. But for right now, let's just work on this. When I flip over. Yeah. So you here. Yeah. So I got to go over here. And then when I disengage, I'm driving off my feet.
Yeah.
Well, so the thing that's stopping him from, I'm not necessarily putting my foot on him, because I need to be able to drive my foot off the ground this way. If I have my foot on him, I'm not driving my foot that way anymore, I'm driving away from him.
Yeah, you had it.
No, I'm just I'm staying connected to him so that he's I'm keeping my thighs like pinched a little bit. But then when I go, I'm not connected to him. Yeah. You want to feel it? Real quick, just how. So.
Hug fat rolls.
Okay. Where you going? Over here? So like, yeah, you're really far back. Even this is this lower.
That's it, good.
This side is just like my knees are good. And then I can drive.
Can you do it one more time, babe?
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys want to start growing that?
Yeah.
Top person or bottom, yeah, top person. Just be mindful of your leg placement. Don't get stuck in the spot where you're pushing really far out when you get like caught in this type of thing. Yeah, let them drill it out like a person together. So even though she's smaller than you, try to get up all the way to your hand.
What?
Try to get up all the way to your hand, not just your elbow, but all
Oh,
the way.
right.
I don't think I can do that.
Yeah, try to, because you really want to get that elevation.
Okay.
Yeah. Most people, you're going to be taller than, so you're going to be able to get your head higher than them, but you will supercharge it to get all the way here. Yeah.
Do it one more time? Okay.
Get up on your, get off your elbow. Get up high. There you go.
Right now you're only on your elbow.
There you go.
And you want your posture high, also you want your head above. Yeah, if you guys want to go back and forth and just, because it's one person goes on the bottom, yeah. What do you guys do?
Let me try the other side.
So say no down, you're able to get all the way to the end. Hey, don't even think about the kimura or anything right now, just think about it. One move, when you grab his arm, try just cupping here. Don't like shoot through for an overhook. Just cup here and kind of connect to your chest. Then when you turn, see, just try that. Yeah, work this with a hip on. I find it super fast. It's super fast and you get more momentum.
Cup. Pull it into you. Pull it into you. There you go. Oh.
Because if not, I'm not going to imagine that. You're not going to really push it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, you're not giving him, I wasn't giving you the right look because my left foot was swirling. Oh, I'm sorry. That was me to you, so I'm like, all right, let me just put this. Then I'm going to Sure, sure.
I just take that sucker up.
Yeah, you can do it a few different ways. Because like some people are really tough, right? And so like getting in and doing that swim thing works for no pretty well, right? And if he works, if you're only pushing him,
I'm a good that way.
so you can do a double.
Which way we go?
One grip that is
Yeah, go do that. Swim. Boom. Up. Pull in. Anyone off your elbow? Get off your elbow.
You can do it. So if I'm from here, same side grip, and then grab it and just punch. And then you pull them across my line. This is a little bit
catching your foot.
No.
You okay? All right.
Yeah. Way better.
That movement isn't necessarily two separate techniques. You just want to break and get it out. Break.
Yeah, that's good.
You don't want to go.
I'm just fixing my blankie and shit.
Yeah, what you do is like here.
Put it down.
So she did 2 sweeps in one.
Yeah. So she's trying to do a
Like a hip bump and
So just that one.
well, did she have the arm?
It's just on
the arm.
almost like
So she did half a hip bump and half a scissor.
Yeah.
Really help the target by getting big. So you get your talent right, and then when you start coming up, come up. Now, this means you don't even have to hold it. You can always do it. Just park. The back of my car, and then you have to park. So now, if you turn to my arm, and then see a little tight. Yeah, it's all because if you don't have this straight, even this part of the
Come under. Let me grab it. Yes.
Because you want your head, you don't want here your head is this position, right? I have another like 4 or 5 inches of height, which means when I go here now I'm higher, and I can really drive through. Whereas here I can drive through, but it's not as.
Yes.
Yeah, you'll catch somebody with like 4 heads with the low version, but it's still
Okay, I think it's okay.
What's so weird is that's my jacked up side.
Sometimes you'll have things that you're good at going left. Things you're good at going right.
even if you push me to the car, that's hard. That actually will do. Yeah, timing is a huge thing with this one. Like I was mentioning earlier, like if somebody recognizes what you're trying to do and they're really pushing your body weight into you, like that's not the time to try to brute force. Like if it's on sweep, that's when you fall back more. We'll go over it in a second. Any questions so far though, or any weird hiccups?
We were wondering the hiccup when the arm comes loose. So now you don't have an arm. If you pull the arm across the body, then the hip bone's not really moving.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So you're saying that if I break your grip and instead of me having here, like if you're on this side, yeah, I would switch to something. I would honestly switch to a pendulum sweep from it because then I can hook here, I can start working at it. Yeah, you get a different, or yeah, you can back head, you can attack arm hard. There's a lot of different options in the arm cross. This, yeah, it wouldn't be. Where's some back here? Okay. So, first one is, you know, he's kind of sitting back, right? He's in real time. A lot of people will, especially early on, they overcorrect. And they're thinking that the farther away they are from you, right? So, like, you're pushing way hips, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna stay away from you, and that's when I can really come up and get lost momentum, right? But the other scenario is I've won the battle, right? So I've won the battle, and he's really close to me, and I have really good posture control. But he's strong, he starts lifting me up, right? So now, like, yeah, he's strong enough where he can carry me, he can probably stand to his feet and break it. So careful with when you're being lifted, because as a bottom person, even though I feel really strong here, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, I've got really good posture. He can easily like put his arm, he can put his arm in front of my neck and just slam me down. There's been a few KOs in the UFC from that, and it doesn't take a lot of height. Like, so if he starts lifting me, and he gets me here, this is dangerous. He can immediately start slamming me, right? So what I want to do though is take advantage of him lifting my body weight towards the hip bump sweep, right? So we're in this position. I hit him broken down. He starts lifting, and the moment I feel him coming up, I transition to the hip bump. Right? So, because again, the game for me is I need to keep him posture down for my submission and finally get him down. But then I'm not strong enough or I'm not heavy enough to keep him down. Boom, I let go. I go into deep posture. So he's lifting me. Let's say I was here, so I do the same thing. I get to my hands. I'm not on my elbow. I get my hands so my head is higher. I do the same thing where I hug this arm, and I just try to get this arm to my body. I'm not overhooking. I'm literally grabbing his elbow and cupping it to my body. And then when I turn, his body has to come with me. Right? So, depending on who your partner is.
Nick, thank you for demonstrating. I could not have done that.
Yep, so if you can't physically lift your person, you don't have to really worry about it, but I want to do the same thing. I want to do the same technique. So let's say if I'm even on just like this.
Your thoughts, comments?
And he starts lifting me up. It's a pretty common instance for somebody to do that. Like
You're switching your arm from you're holding
it's never how you're gripping them. So, and I'm not saying that any grip is preferred, right? So let's just say I broke you down. Maybe I had double underhooks. Maybe I have one over, one under. Maybe I have just a shoulder, like a shoulder crunch position. Whatever the situation is, you're correct. You need to try to transition so you can control the posting. Yeah, as long as they can't post. Sometimes you can get it without even having that arm control. So like the same thing, if I had him with the hip control and we start coming up, like, yeah, I'm still trying to switch. Yeah. If you're able to. Now, if you're able to just catch them off guard and they're not able to post, then you can time it and just catch them where they lose the opportunity. But the thing is, you just don't want them to be able to post it. That's the main thing. Try this out. I don't mind this thing. Try this out where a lot of times,
I was just gonna look at like more.
so you're not supposed to push off the mat, but for this drill, it's a good place to push. So then I can kind of get some height, and then get your hands But you can see what I'm saying, like, it's a bad habit to push off the ground, but for this drill, just with this height, you need to do that, and then still you want to try to get your hand height. Make sense? Any questions? Try it out. 1, 2, 3. You guys work together.
I can lift him.
You can lift him better than you can lift him.
We can try to lift you or.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Absolutely. I'm strapping up on my I don't do this like this.
Yeah. So this is where you're probably my best common thing, right? It's not going to be super common that people are going to lift you up. But like if you, so just control my head. Right? So if I start doing this, this is your opportunity.
Go ahead. This.
Yep. And then that's exactly what you're looking for. So it doesn't even have to be your body. You just feel them aggressively pushing away from the inside of your guard, right?
From here, and I start like, no, I don't want to be here anymore. Oh, I got the fucking arm again.
But if you see the right. So you just up his arm to and then just turn.
Feel that? Goodness. This is not my best sleep.
One more and I'm gonna watch you. I know you know what you're doing. So when we put it in the up, that's kind of yeah, I would say it's kind of stop. Think of it as if you're going this way, you're just pushing
So
off.
what he does is he'll get up on his elbow because it's too short.
The higher you are, and really over exaggerate that hip movement. Like aim for over there. And as you go up, the further you drive for it, the better it's gonna be. You know what? We're all love.
That'll be forever. You'll have a good time with that. But this is one of those moves that you should be in with. You want to be
Probably have a bunch of guard players that like you.
guys gonna show up.
Yeah, or especially when they go right half first.
Yeah, but they'll change whatever you're talking about. So you see where you can do it without the arm. Like you say, but it's a little harder. Being able to connect to the arm and just having that, like this, I love this. Just up here, and then now, connecting it further. So then if I turn, it brings, we're not getting it. So this is great for the floor part, but it's not great for all of it.
They're gonna get their armor too. Because I do it all the time. That's all. That's way better than
This is,
as you come, you gotta make sure you're sticking it.
You can slide up for a high, or you can start setting up like yeah, you can start setting up like the back table and that kind of stuff.
Cupping the elbow is the hard because I work more so much that I just wrap naturally.
It's for the hip bump specifically, it's just so much quicker.
Yeah.
To just grab the elbow. And I'm not telling those guys.
The timing is the hardest part.
So, I probably and when I'm up right here, what I'll tell those guys, I can go here. I'm not saying this is wrong. There's a different version of doing it, but post your own. Yeah. So she can still post her arm pretty well out there, right? But if I came up and I had her elbow and now post her arm, try to post her arm. You see how much shallow that post is? So if I'm here, she still has the ability to grab there. She can reach up and grab my head. She can go all kinds of yeah. See if she can start to grab this type of stuff. But if I'm here and I connect to my ribs, now she has very limited mobility with her arm. She can try to grab my head, whatever I want to do. It's tough. Now I have more here, and then I just turn my shoulders. I'm connecting her arm to my ribs when I come up. So then, like I was telling those guys, I'm basically trying to be in like this stance. I want to grab my own ribs, and there's just an arm in between. Cool. 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 Make sense? Okay. So, you get to the thing, you come up, and I get to here, and I feel Dave is like, I'm not going anywhere, and I know what you're about to do. And he starts pushing his weight like really far this way. I can't go against that much leverage of him pushing his body weight that way. So at this point, I bail on the hip bump sweep, and you got a couple different options depending on where he is and depending on where I am. If I'm really high and he's not really protecting his neck, you could circle around, scooch out, and do another guillotine setup. You do an arm-in guillotine or a naked guillotine. That one is okay, but it really requires him to like expose his neck in a certain way. So I'm way up here, and he's just like, let's say his head is kind of up in the air. Like I could just come back down and scooch, and I scooch my hip out, right? So I don't want to stay really close to now I have no leverage and scooch. You could, yeah, you could do all kinds of stuff. There's a lot of setups. So you could do a head attack, but the high probability use is going to be kimura. Now that's where you switch from this grip to punching through, and then when I fall back, my hand that's posted transitions to his wrist. Boom, and I try to keep it on the outside, so you can't tuck it like between his legs. Like here's going to be really tough. There's ways to get him out of here, but it's going to be light. So as I fall back, I try to catch it up here, and then I want to get here. I curl my wrists in so I can get a good bend on his arm. I lift his shoulder up so it's high like a most like a 90-degree angle with your body, and then you can slide there. It's one of those ones you do really slow, don't just crank it, send it all the way. You're gonna rip the shoulder out. So I'm not using my thumbs in. When my thumbs are in, it makes rotating the wrist really difficult. But if I do thumb grip, I can rotate a really far distance, and it gives me a lot of pressure. And then, slowly go up. Yeah, so since I'm already up here, so what it is I would recommend trying to practice this sequence by trying to hip bump sweep, but your guy is leaning this way, and then you fall back to the so boom, boom, up, he's leaning to his left, so I can't get it. I'm gonna fall back. I don't need to re-guard all the way, but I don't need full guard. If you can get the guard great, all I really need is this same leg to be crossing path, so he can't jump over. Right? And then this leg is also being on here. So I don't want him to pass. Now, if I don't have this leg here, they give you a front roll if you want to get out of this. If you do a shoulder roll and this over the shoulder. And you just fall. That's why So just practice getting the arm first. So set it up with the move. He starts leaning the other direction, heavy. I come back and I land. And I have my leg across, got my grip, and then you can slowly Alright. 1, 2, 3. When you fall back and you're grabbing the wrist, just be careful not to like let your momentum jerk it off. Okay? Just try to be as controlled as possible. Yep.
You're connecting. And this goes. This is the person. I mean, this is putting and it's a timing.
Mobility should be my arm.
I shoot up. Now almost. Right, now I can hear.
Okay, try to get your thumbs out. So try to get your thumbs out. So don't
Well, I didn't even go. And that's what not
go twist your arm and make it
Good turn. Down, down.
So now, before you go into the finish, see how your wrist is.
Are your arms connected? Is that okay?
So that will make a lot of tension.
Taking us to the thing.
On that side I can, that side I
A
can.
little rev, and then kind of pull it in and make it where. Yeah, perfect. So, alright, now, rev forward, yeah, as far as you can, so like, there'll be a lot of tension on my part. And then now, you kind of pull everything, like you're kind of up and down. And now, so it's revving, and then I can yeah, and I'm trying to get, I'm not trying to get my arm here, I'm trying to get the arm. Here is different in pressure. Because here I can bend my arm pretty far backwards, right? There's a lot of momentum. Here, I can't move my arm backwards. So the higher you can get the elbow and then tighten this in, that's it. So you're trying to my arm. You want to raise it, but also
You'll find that something up and after you get a push in the face in the air.
and it makes it more efficient for you because you're closer in, so you have less like leakage of energy. Little stuff, yeah. I love working fundamentals. So whenever somebody gets hit with a move, like a real fancy move, afterwards you're like, man, that was pretty cool. But there's something sweet about catching somebody that has experience on a rare case. Like hitting somebody with a hip bump sweep, hitting them with a scissor sweep, hitting them with a whatever, any of those types of things. Oh, there's just like a music that you're trying to bring everybody's arm up and then in. But and then the revenue makes it where that arm kind of bends into.
Give the shoulders.
Yeah. The shoulder will feel if they start to stretch the arm out under high pressure, you might, if they have like a your low, you might break the arm. But like 99% of the time, you just see the shoulder go and it's like pull it in.
Try to shove it here. Can you do that? Right. So you're talking about it. Take your hand versus hand when you're in to relax a little. See this, and then
But if I put my hand here, I'm trying to feel that
up and sit and shove it.
you can try it. Like you can,
Grab.
from here, I can cut it.
Yeah.
But if I raise my wrist,
So this goes into
so
your arm.
here is just everything's all tightened up.
Grab.
It's a great.
That's the
And the grip is one of the most common.
that's the basics. So we're use those guys. Have their arms.
So, point that out first. We got just enough time. Go on, grab. Okay. So similar to what I was showing you, so we're going to do the same thing. You can do the same position. You can do more of it. Right? And you start doing that. Let's say he's not able to do this. So you can do the same thing. You can go over. You can have one. Or if you're pushing this way, you go with your pass. If you pass to this side, you're in the left hand. Right? Now it's on the same side. You're still, this is still super dangerous. He's still in the more spot. Right? I have an option here. And if I was to use hard, when I get to this side, again, I can defend myself, okay, but he turns his back. Really pressures him. No problem. You have to be really careful on this spot. But, actually, you know what? We're going to do it as the offensive person. So, if you're late to the game, I have to come over, I'm late to the game, and I didn't do the whole thing, right? He forward roll through. You're going to forward roll over the same shoulder that didn't roll. Now, I still keep my grip. I never let go. It's the same grip the entire season. I'm going to switch my hips. Now I'm driving his wrist to his chest, and then I'm coming back. He won't be able to go. He is taking the initial forward. Forward roll. So I'm not going to finish him in the guard. But now I can have him here, I can do that. I can pull him up, and start attacking. Attacking, roll. So, as the person that's on the top, when you forward roll, you're rolling over the same shoulder. That's the impact. So if you're getting kind of this shoulder, just go right over. So don't go get fancy, try to go to the other side of the person's neck. I want you to just practice following the person with the arm. Come up, down, I miss. I'm not controlling his body, I'm the spear. He forward rolls. And then now, even if they try to get up over there, as long as I can move him, he can't find me, and then I can be heavy and come back up. I still have to do it. I just want you to end here. You don't have to finish the position. But really, like I'm driving my weight through the grip. Right? So now he's okay. I still have to do more grip and he's stopping on it. Good? So practice that. Again, remember, take it real slow with the forward roll, practice that a couple times, and then again, work on trying to posture up, and then once you do it a couple times, have the bottom person try to get on top during that whole sequence. See if you can come all the way up without them being able to get away. Okay. So then you try to maneuver out. Yeah, so one more time. So the moment you forward roll, go ahead and try to get on top. Okay? start trying to come up on top. As long as you stay connected to that arm and your face, it's going to be hard for him to get to his knees. Alright? Pull. On your three. Go away. And be careful where your forward roll is. And it looks like it stopped already. And then you don't control my body. So she would forward roll over her.
Living is the same.
Yeah, you never let go of the kimura. You keep the kimura. All your weight should be going back. Yeah, so at some point there's going to be a spot where you're both on your back, and you have that and it's
Like go too
you
soon?
have to get that hip switch pretty quick. So your whole aim is trying to get the wrist to the person.
I sweat myself.
So
I lost it. I can make connected.
yeah, no, it's okay. Try it on me. Yeah, we can try it on me real quick. I think you can do it on him, but
I did.
there's a strength disparity which makes it difficult.
And we.
I'm not trying to strike that.
No, not that. But what I'm saying is
Really wide.
so try to get my wrist to my chest. That's your aim is to get the wrist foot.
Because it's your lever.
Yeah.
Start coming here, you forward roll. So forward roll, and then now we're both on our back. So you try to come to your knees, and I try to come on my knees at the same time. What I'm trying to do is
This.
It's not working.
you see how I'm getting this here?
Yes.
That's on.
I think my forward roll is subpar also.
As long as you don't hurt your neck.
Because never would I ever
Forward
roll
roll?
forward roll.
I love forward rolls. It gets me out of a lot of positions. A lot of arm bars, a lot of arm bars.
As a big guy, I'm not fast enough.
Yeah.
So I hit my back and I pause, and then they're on top of me and it works.
So, but this is a really good, this is actually another big one now with the pressure with the kimura to the
Yeah.
chest and coming up. Because again, like, look at your arm real quick. So pretend you just forward roll. Forward roll, forward roll, forward roll. Other shoulder. You always roll over the shoulder of the finger times. Roll over. Alright, so everyone's gonna land here first, right? This is the spot that happens right after they forward roll. It's not even walking my feet this way. It's I'm keeping her arm connected to me, so then like, try to get up.
Yeah.
She can't because I'm keeping her shoulders down. And then in that type of thing, I'm still keeping tension and I'm trying to get to the point where her arm is on her chest. And then now it's her shoulder. So you see how it's like, if I pin the shoulder, she can't get up easily. So that's where you So, this is pretty good test. Forward roll. Okay, so everyone lands here first. This is the first spot that you're gonna be in after they forward roll. I still have my kimura grip, but I'm not on top of him and he's not on top of me. We're both just we're just yin yang over here. So if Dave tries to get to his feet, go ahead and try to get to your feet. Come to your feet. He can't because his shoulder is pinned. Like I'm keeping his shoulder to the ground. And then I can move my shoulders and start coming up. And my goal is to get his wrist to his chest. Right? So if you want to just play that game, where just start here, shoulder, head, head. I reach through, I get my kimura grip, and the arm is in the air. And let your partner try to get up. You have them practice, try to get up. Yep, try to get on top. Come. That's the game after this. It feels like it's a super controlling position. The kimura grip is arguably the strongest grip in jiu-jitsu. Like, there's so many opportunities and so many benefits to getting 2-on-1. Then you start adding in weapons and stuff, and like, man, that grip is so super dark. So that's the game with this movement. Any questions?
No, I'm gonna tell you something.
Okay.
We were working at with in class last week. If they go to their back and start driving into you, there is a ridiculous armbar from there. And it's so much stretch.
Against the person that's holding the grip or the person not holding the grip? Like I could submit him or
you submit him.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
All you do is when you push it forward, is you take it back and then put your left leg over his head. So if he gets on his back onto your chest and starts pushing forward.
Oh, so if he gets here,
Yeah, starts pushing back.
yeah.
Push back.
And then I can get him here.
Or you could sit up.
Well, he takes the back and then does that. Like slide your body.
We're not gonna do that. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. I didn't mean to.
No, it's okay. I see what you're saying. But yeah, there's a game of things that you can do. So if you want to play with this position, see if you can control your person. And if you want to try that out with the thing you're talking about,
Yeah.
you guys can work it out.
I'm not.
You guys all work it out.
Wait, what are we doing?
I don't know.
I'll work with you, but
Okay.
you guys try it out.
You keep looking at
This will be the last thing we work on. So there you go. So right now you're not that was not enough for me to keep me at my shoulder.
Oh, it wasn't. I thought you were getting. No, if you want to get up.
Yeah, that's okay. Like, if I was trying to come up, you should be able to get perfectly good.
But start trying to push up.
So if I come up,
No, push here. Take your back, push. Like yes.
oh,
Move. Move.
You get
that makes
touched
sense.
by.
The way he did it though.
Oh, it's super tight and it hurts. Like it hurts with the arm bent and it hurts.
Yeah. It's fucking terrible. You can feel it all on your chest. I forgot about it until you started going over.
Kimura back here. Like if you're doing like a bigger deep dive, you can just do Kimura for a month.
That's why I started talking to you guys
Super nice guy. And we were playing around. I always have it. I always have it.
So try to come up a few times. Any questions about the hip bump sweep or the kimura setup? Remember, everything, like I would say, everything in your game should be, like, you should try to work on the timing of the thing. So if you have a move that you really like, and even if you're good at it, just think about the timing that you apply for, and then as you look at that move, try to expand that concept of it. So, timing is, because the hip bump sweep is one of the best sweeps ever, if you have good timing. If you have bad timing, you're gonna just get tired, and you're gonna get past, and you're not gonna be threatening your guy, and it's just gonna be a move point. So, remember, timing is yeah. Cool? Any questions? Cool. Appreciate you guys. Stop real quick. Alright, you're gonna follow me. Sweet. Alright, camera. Yeah, the Wargrid man is fantastic. You can use it with